Right, so I haven't made any new motorcycle content in a couple of weeks, and well, the reason for that being is that I've not been entirely well. I ended up in hospital last Saturday night. Long story short, I have MS, as I've mentioned before. Well, I'm fairly certain I have it. I can't exactly get a doctor to confirm or deny it to this point, even though with the symptoms I have it's not going to be anything else. But that's just another frustration in the giant three-ringed crap fest that is my life at the moment. So I went into hospital because my left arm was numb. I was getting pains basically everywhere, down my legs and my arms, and I was dizzy and I was woozy and my eyeball hurt. Yeah, my eyeball hurts. Well, Doc, I can assure you it is possible for one's eyeball to hurt because my eyeball hurts. That is actually a thing. You can get a pain in your eyeball and it's not very nice. So yeah, it's been a fun few days. I ended up having to go home from work early and everything, which is kind of embarrassing because it's not the first time I've had to do that since I started this job about 6 months ago or thereabouts, and it's getting kind of problematic now because work have thrown me all manner of bones that they did not have to throw me, and I'm just petrified that I'll get to the point where I'll end up wearing out the welcome, shall we say. Anyway, given my recent dizziness and wooziness and all that, I'm a little bit reluctant to ride the bike at the moment. If I'm clear of Annie for the next few days, I'll see how we go then, but I'm just taking a little break from it at the moment. And hopefully things will improve to the point where I can go back to making my usual high quality, educational, fact-based, interesting YouTube content for all of you people. Jesus, I'm clearly delusional as well as everything else, eh? Where's the pain? It's here, kind of here on my neck, my back. It's everywhere. Basically, it's everywhere. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I'd love to turn this into some inspirational video about how I'm not going to let this beat me, blah 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 blah. Well, yeah, it's not going to be one of those. I'm a bit freaked out about the whole thing. I'd love to say that, oh, everything's going to be fantastic and my life is going to be great and all that. Well, like, when you're completely falling apart when you're 37 years of age, it is kind of hard to maintain a positive spin on things all the time. Now, don't worry, I'll be absolutely fine. There's no fear of me, but it's just gone to the point now where I'm a bit sick and tired of being sick and tired, if I may dust off an old cliche. You know, I'm actually pretty good today, but that's because I haven't worked since last Saturday evening, and it's Thursday now, and I'm well rested and all that. But when I go back to work tomorrow, I guarantee you I am going to feel like a truck hit me after about 4 hours of work, and it's getting a bit annoying that when every day is just an absolute bloody slog. Yeah, my eyesight is funny. It's kind of like I'm looking at the world through a bad Instagram filter. That makes sense? Bueller? It's not just work that's been affected by all of this though. I was supposed to be going on a big 3-day long moto camping trip with my friend Alison up the Atherton Tablelands this week, and of course I couldn't because I got sick again. And I'm absolutely gutted that I missed that, and was planning on making a pretty epic video about the whole thing, but obviously it wasn't to be. I'm not going to say it's never going to happen, but like I said, I'm a bit kind of effed off with the whole thing, so it just feels like everything is just being kind of put on hold at the moment. To be honest with you, if I can just get through my 4 days of work per week while remaining vertical, I'm pretty pleased with that effort. Anything beyond that is kind of a bonus now. The last time I was in hospital as well, they actually found a thing in my spine, which it's basically like a fluid-filled cyst in the middle of my spinal column. That's not news you ever want to get, really, because when I was doing my MRI for the apparent MS, they found that there as well. So I've been looking up on that. Apparently it's called a syrinx, and it doesn't look like it's a lot of fun either. So yeah, like I said earlier, 37 and I'm completely fucking falling apart. It's kind of like my body's throwing a code, much like this here Renault. So yeah, been a bit of a rough trot for me as of late, but you know what, I'll be okay. I won't be perhaps as good as I'd like to be, but I'll be okay. At the end of the day, I'm still walking, I'm still driving, I could still ride the motorbike if I wanted to. I'm just perhaps being a little bit cautious about where and when I'm riding that at the moment, for obvious reasons. The thing about any neurological disorder as well, and I'm sure anyone who has ever had anything like MS or lupus or anything like that knows exactly how I feel here, is that trying to explain your symptoms to a doctor is one of the most frustrating experiences you're ever going to have, because a lot of the times they're really weird, and when you do explain them to a doc, they look at you like a goat looking at thunder. Like they can't really comprehend what it is that you've said to them, and you know, it just makes everything that little bit harder, doesn't it? Yeah, I've been asleep for 4 days and I'm still tired. Anyway folks, that's enough of my whining. All going well, I'll get back in the bike for next week. All not going well, you'll see me when you see me. Either way folks, good luck.